controls. And he happened to look at the airspeed indicator, and we were about ready to stall out. Man, he shoved that stick forward to get momentum to increase our airspeed. Otherwise, anyway, that's where I learned to fly, or learned to like to fly. So that's when I used my GI Bill of Rights. The government paid for my flying.
Really?
Because Buick paid for my education, so I didn't need the government to pay for my education.
Huh.
So that's how come I flew, is because I had free flying.
So your brother John flew too?
That's cool.
John flew P-47s
In the army.
Yeah.
in the Army.
You didn't know that?
Finally, you know something I don't
did
know.
know that.
And he's the one that flew to, after I was in all these battles, everybody worried about me.
Why?
Well, shells flying over and
A lot of people got killed.
people shooting up
Wait,
me.
they worried about you during the battles or after
Well,
they were done?
Anyway, he
What?
decided to come from London, England, to Germany to see me. So he took, his commanding officer let him come, but he took 2 more planes. 3 planes total came from
Oh,
London,
so it
England
looked like a mission.
to Germany to make it look like it was official. So John had not seen me in uniform until that time.
That's cute. So how come they had to make it look like a mission?
Well, how can the commanding officer tell him to take a plane and 2 other planes to go to Germany to see me? You gotta have some reason to come and see me.
Yeah, can't you say, oh, borrow a plane, go ahead.
So, Gramps, how long were you in the war? I forget.
I started at the age of 18,
Right, and then when did you get out?
just shy of 21.
So almost 3 years?
Yeah.
Did you guys get paid to be in there since you got drafted or no?
Yeah, they drafted me.
Yeah, but do you get paid then or no?
They got it.
Yeah,
Not a lot, but
But it's not
I don't remember what my pay was, but I sent it all home to my
Probably
dad.
got like $7 an hour.
I remember it wasn't very much because none of the people back there.
Wait, was your brother in the army?
Yeah,
He
cause
never went
cause he
overseas.
sent her his Snickers or whatever it
Oh
was.
yeah, wait, he never went overseas?
No, it wasn't Snickers. What was the bar? What was the candy bar?
Health,
Heath?
Heath bars.
Heath bars.
He
Bars.
Health
I
bars.
just loved them, and you couldn't buy them because
Yeah.
everything went to the servicemen.
Just getting
So-
some water.
Why is that?
Well, they wanted to make sure the servicemen had everything they wanted. And so us civilians, we had to do without a lot of things. And so I liked Heath bars, and you couldn't buy them. And so my brother would buy a whole little box of them and send them to me. Because he didn't have hardly any money, because all the money he got each month, he used for food. Because he didn't like to eat at the mess hall. He didn't like the food.
I don't
he'd
blame
go
him.
buy steak, but he didn't have any money, so I would go down, in the middle of the night sometimes, I would go to the Western Union, and, because I was working, not making a lot of money, but I was working, and I would send him money so that he could go have steak dinners. So when he
You
got
must
out
have
of,
liked him a lot.
oh, I do, loved my brother. I loved him so much. And so when he got out of the service, he got like they call a severance pay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he always called me baby. And he said, well, baby, how much money do I owe you? And I said, I didn't keep track of how much money I sent you. It didn't bother me. So he gave me his severance pay, and I can't even remember how much it was, whether it was 100 or 200. I don't remember. But anyhow, he didn't know. But I'm sure I sent him a lot of money so he could eat his steak dinner.
Couldn't he have something besides steak? A hamburger, maybe?
Oh no, I had a steak.
No, he had a steak dinner.
Those are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a steak.
Well, he
Because how much it costs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was a smart aleck.
What you were, you still are.
I designed my dad's house on Pasadena, and we're building it.
How old are you?
22. Most of the time I was flying.
Well, you were home from the service, right?
Yeah. Anyway, come time to insulate, I said, Dad, you got a brick house, you don't need to insulate. And that was the biggest mistake, because I was such a smart aleck, you would tell me nothing. Poor Dad, the walls in the house were cold.
Aww.
He couldn't insulate afterwards?
Well, the guy that got it after that probably did.
You could blow some in. I don't know how hard or expensive it is, but
They drill holes in the wall and blow it in.
the house was very, very nice. Very nice.
Except it was freezing.
I never remembered it being cold. Like when we were there for Christmas and stuff, I don't remember it being
Well, there was
cold.
so many of us in there, huddled in there.
Why would you think you would need insulation if you drip?
Don't ask me. Can you answer that?
Well,
How come you thought that just because it was brick that you didn't need insulation?
oh, look how thick a brick is. I was too dumb to know.
Well, wouldn't Uncle John or someone have said, well, yeah, you do, or something?
I don't think they knew anything about building a house.